The good thing is that you are pretty good mechanically. You are good in the laning phase. You are playing most of the team fights quite well, actually. Quite well, even though sometimes you're missing out mechanically. For your elo, you're definitely very good mechanically. Hey guys, for those who don't know, my name is Bizyze and I'm a Challenger League of Legends coach. I have over 2,000 of hours on individual coaching and I have plenty of students that climb from bronze or silver all the way up to diamond. Remember that the content that you are watching right now is a personalized, high quality coaching session that you can only get from me. If you want to get better and climb League of Legends, feel free to add me on Discord and book your own private coaching session. What are you waiting for? The link is in the description.
I don't want to play my teammates a whole lot, but like I've been getting super team capped. Like I don't know. Some games just feel uncarryable when like your entire team goes like 0-5 by like minute 10, you know?
Oh, so you won a lot here.
Yeah, because I think I'm going against bronze people.
Oh,
Like,
true. Righty. Okay. Xos clans. Okay. Definitely we're adapting like a challenger player. Going for Shilbao in some of the cases. In all of the cases. Okay, that's fine for this elo.
yeah,
Oh,
the assassin meta is kind of terrifying. So I kind of don't want to go Kraken that much. Like, unless there's like 3 tanks or like if there's like a Kench and an Nasus or a Mundo on the same team, then I would go, but
you don't have bad games. So what did we work on last time? Let's see.
last time.
We worked on, so it was positioning. That was the problem. Okay. Perfect, Iffy. So would you like to do today? Would you like to do a VOD review on one of those games, or maybe you want to see like one of the games that you actually lost, or we can play a new game. It's up to you. If you think that you have a really good game to watch, we can watch it. If you feel like playing, we can also play a new game right now.
I mean, I don't know.
So let's see. So at the moment, what do you think holds you back from climbing? Let's go it like that.
I guess like for the biggest thing that I need to work on is map awareness, I think.
Okay.
And like knowing where the jungler is and stuff, because I definitely don't look at the mini map as much as I should. I feel like, um, uh, yeah, that is definitely a big part. Uh, Also like remembering when like the enemy bot lane's summoners are up or not up, I guess. I've been trying to pay attention to that more, but sometimes uh, like when I'm making a play or when they're making a play, I don't always pay attention to if they had flashed or not, or if they had
Okay.
healed or not, for example.
Okay. So just awareness in general, awareness of the minimap and awareness of the summoner spell usage. Okay, sure. What else? What about laning? What about team fighting? What about mid-game rotations? Those are the important things.
Oh yeah, during mid game, like sometimes, uh, like I'm not sure when I should be grouping and when I should be just farming in the side lane sometimes, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, what else? What else? What else?
Uh, Not sure.
Do you want me to teach you something in particular today?
Uh, Not. I don't think so. I don't have anything particular in mind.
Okay, perfect. Then we just work on the biggest things. Okay, so I think that the best that is going to work for you is if we do an analysis of one of the games that you actually have played.
Okay.
Because if I remember in the last session we did live game, and if we do a VOD review is obviously going to touch on a different things in a different way.
Yeah.
So right now the question is, um, what game do we go for? I wouldn't really prefer like a 6-1, and obviously it
Yeah.
has to be like a ranked game. So we could go for the best that you have. So you have two really good games. So this is pretty long, 37 minutes. This is pretty good game, 5-7. Or we can go for the recent one, the one that I actually played 2 hours ago, which is an amazing game that is basically, pretty long, and yeah, you also won it. So we have two options. It's either we go for um, this game that I actually have played, oopsie, the game that I showed you, this one, 575, this one, and we can see how we could have won it, what I could have done better, and how we could have played better. Or we just jump into the first one, this one, and we see how we could have won faster. The advantage of this one is that you will probably remember what happened, right, in the game, and
Yeah.
it's good. And the advantage of this one, well, you lost it, so let's see, could you win it? Can you do something better? Was it winnable? Like, obviously, advantages on both games. But which of the games would you prefer?
Um. Hmm. Wait, let me look at the
The other one? Let me show you.
uh
So I will show you right now. So it was a game where uh,
is Kaisa
Kaisa
Senna.
Sena, and you had an Alistar, and you had Ilawai top lane that was very behind, and they had a Zek
Oh
and a
god.
Corki. You remember it, right?
Oh god, this game. Ah.
Okay, so
I
what do you think?
also I, I also do tend to struggle against Kaisa a lot, especially if they have like Hail Blades.
Oh, really?
If they
Okay.
don't have Hail Blades, it seems to be fine. I was against a Conquer Kaisa a bit ago, and like like stomped the lane really hard, but um yeah, like I don't really know how to deal against like Kaisa's burst damage.
Okay, okay. So then what should we do? Should we do this one, Samara, this one? Or the other one that you lost?
Uh, Probably the other one, I guess.
The one that you lost, right?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect,
I think that
perfect,
would be more
perfect.
helpful.
I can do that for you.
Oh, but the
Okay.
last game, that last game was like so fun. I uh, I rotated to Herald and stole the Herald. It was really funny in that
Okay.
game.
Okay, well, do you want to go for this one then?
Uh, well, no, I mean, eh, I don't know.
Let me think. So let me think. So I think it's better to go for the most recent one, because you're going to also tell me the thought process, like why did you do certain things. I think just going for this
Okay.
game is better. So let's just go for this game. It's better.
Okay. I did so
Okay.
much damage.
Yeah, you can see it. I can see it.
My Rakan was like really popping off too. Um, oh, this team was so good. Like everyone was so positive. Like I know
You're
I
a
shouldn't be
can?
chatting with teammates, but everyone was like so like wholesome.
Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty.
Yeah, matching skins. Everyone's happy.
Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay, so tell me, how do you carry a game on AD carry? Forget about this game, but just tell me, what are the most important things when you play AD carry? What should we do?
Uh, well, don't die. Farm minions. Yeah, that's like the
True.
main
Don't die,
things that comes to
farm
mind.
minions. Perfect.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. That sounds really amazing. Super, 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 super good. Okay, but what do you think about the strengths of the Zaya? Like, what are the strengths of the Zaya?
Um. Well, if she gets outranged, she can still farm with Q. Um.
True.
She after level 6, she is like hard to kill for the most part because of her ult.
True.
Um. And like W helps you chase down people or escape people, and the E with like rooting people. It's again like both an escape and death sentence basically, I guess.
True, but what about like the dynamic of the champ? Like, is she good in early? Is she good in late game? What do you wanna?
Well, she's definitely like game champion.
True. So she's very good. Well, every AD carry is late game, so
True, yeah. So level 1, I feel like she's really weak unless you're with Rakan and you take W first.
Okay, okay.
Um, yeah, level 2, level 3, I feel like she can be strong. It's definitely like support matchup difference there
Yes,
too,
true,
but
true. So usually Zai is very, very good after level 3 because
mhm,
she can actually proc the root obviously with the Q, auto E, and then she also has the W for the attack speed. So level 3 is basically her power spike, but also at level 2, she's pretty good because you can go for the QE, you can go for the WE, you can go for even WQ in some of the situations, but she's okay at level 2 as well. It will depend on the support. Right now we have the Rakan, so it's definitely a good matchup even at level 2, especially if you get it advantage. Because
mhm,
at level 1 you want to focus on getting level 2 advantage. You want to basically try to hit the minions and try to get 2. Right now my question
mhm.
is, why did you go for longsword G potions?
Because it's a double poke matchup. I didn't go Dorn's Shield because we have Rakan with me, so I wanted to like be aggressive instead of be like scared of the enemy team. And also,
Okay.
um, I kind of thought or knew like back off the top of my head that Samira isn't really good with mage supports or like poke supports. She's better with all-in supports, so I felt like we had an advantage, I guess.
Yeah, so that's okay. That's okay. But if you're not, so if you're playing against double poke matchup, you should definitely just go for longsword and 3 potions because you have a lot of
Yeah.
sustain. If you're playing
Mhm.
against 2 poke matchups, if you're not playing against 2 poke matchups, or you're playing against 1 poke matchup or an all-in matchup, it's so much better to go for blade.
Yeah.
The problem in this case is that this is not a poke matchup. It's just
Yes.
Zillion is a poke matchup. Samara, well, she's not poke match. She's not Senna. She's not Ashe. She's not, Ziggs,
Yeah.
Syndra, or any other. So they only have one champion that can poke. So going for
Mhm.
longsword, well, on the short term it's going to be fine because you're going to get the non quiver, but on the long term it's going to be bad because you don't get that
Okay.
extra 80 health that can save you from getting flanked by this guy or getting killed by
Yeah.
the volley beat or getting. So yes, on the short term in lane, okay, 3 potions are good, but on the
Mhm.
mid game, not having the 80 health is bad. So in other words, you
Okay.
should, if they have 2 poke, like if they have 2 champions that have a lot of poke, double comet, Zerat, Ashe, Vel'Koz, Senna, like anything that can poke you really hard, yes, you should go longsword and 3 potion. But unless that's the case
Mhm.
and they only have 1 poke, or let's say they have an engage matchup, then you should always go for Doran's Blade because of the health advantage that you're
Okay.
losing. Also, why double in this case?
Because we have a Rakan support, and
True. True.
Zaya
That's
Rakan level 1 with like W on both is really strong, if I
exactly.
remember
So
correctly.
that's the answer that I was looking for. If you're using your W and you're hitting them, you're getting attack speed, you're getting movement speed, and she's getting movement speed, or he's getting movement speed as well. So this is
Yeah.
good. W with Rakan particularly is good. With anyone else is bad. You should start with Q. But we're talking
Yeah.
about Rakan right now, so W is good. Perfect. Another thing. Why this word?
Uh Vision
Okay.
advantage.
True. And then you just go for the super.
Yeah, so like if there's like not a minion that I can last it, I just scan for wards and then I get extra 10 gold and XP was like my thought process. I've been doing that
True.
recently, trying it out. If my
True.
support doesn't do it, of course.
The problem is that right now, usually the point of the words are to just prevent you from getting ganked. And right now, because you
Okay.
wasted your word, you're not going to have a word on the river that can prevent you from getting ganked by the Nasus. Yes, you can say
Mhm.
that, but you can say, hey, I have Rakan that is going to be smart and is going to know how to word. But again, I wouldn't really trust him
Yeah.
to do that because it's not really challenger, right? So
Yeah.
I wouldn't really, if I play in low elo, I will never put this word in high elo. It's not that bad. It's a smart creative technique that I can do, but I would never do it in this elo. I would just keep my
Okay.
word. If Zillion goes in the brush, I will just put it after he goes in this brush. If he doesn't go in this brush, then no problem. I go for the normal best word on the river that is going to prevent me from words from getting
Mhm.
ganked. Because if you waste your word right here and your Rakan is going to be bad and it's not going to work and you get ganked from behind, I mean, this word doesn't help you with anything compared to this word.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really use it in this elo. Okay,
Okay.
and why exhaust?
Because Samira is an all-in champion.
Okay, that's a good answer. So if it
Um,
helps you in the laney phase, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Mhm.
I would still go for healing this MMR because same thing. If Rakan is going to be bad, then having the heal is going to save him a little bit more. And exhaust, it's fine, but it's not like heal, right? When it comes to saving people. Again, I'm not very concerned with the exhaust. But
Okay.
what about Scorch and Absolute Focus?
So I was thinking to do that with, well, Scorch because like I wanted to like do more damage in laning phase. I was wondering if I should have gone the other one, the Gathering Storm, but um I ended up deciding to go Scorch instead.
Okay.
Because I was going Shield Bow, and if I do that then I would like consistently most of the time be over 70% health.
True,
Maybe.
true, 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 true. So you're going to be healthy. That's well. In this case, you don't actually need to go Shilbo. They have tanks. They have Nasus and they have
Mhm.
Volibear. So going for Shilbo is actually pretty bad. But the problem is that
Okay.
right now Scorch is good in the early game. Zaya is not necessarily a champion. Like AD carry is not something. When you pick AD carry and you play AD carry, it's not like you pick AD carry because okay, I want to win the lane hard and I want to win in the first 5 minutes. No, you want to play slow. You want to fun. You want to chill. So getting the Scorch on
Okay.
an AD carry is not around is not basically synergized with the dynamic of the AD carry. It's like you're playing Yumi full attack speed. It's not the job of the Yumi to get attack speed, right? That's the same thing with Score. It's not bad if you go for IRE, which is a different build, different story.
Yeah.
But with
Mhm.
little tempo, what I will normally do in this elo, I'll just go for Blade. I'll go for little tempo, then I'll go for biscuits and cosmic inside. Every game, no matter
Mhm.
what. I wouldn't reconcern myself with the scourge, wouldn't reconcern myself with the longsword, because just getting that very reliable page that can win most of the games is better than adapting and getting scourge and getting those kind of runes.
Mhm.
So definitely I would prefer this one. So much better
Okay.
with the start of this is like this one. It's so
Yeah.
reliable with the health. So
Mhm.
so 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 reliable. Okay, perfect. You leash, you go on the lane phase. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful play right here. I really like that. You also have the potion. Not bad, not bad. You follow up pretty good. Your positioning is good. I can already tell. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let me actually show you something. So right now, when Rakan is going in, this Rakan is actually pretty good. So Rakan is going in and he hits the Zillion, right? Like here,
Yeah.
what I need to know is that your W is going to give him attack speed and movement speed if he hits an auto attack on them. So in other words,
Mhm.
if you press W right now, because he had hit his W and then it's going to auto attack, you both are going to get attack speed, movement speed, sorry.
Mhm.
So what pro players do when they see that Rakan hits the W is that they instantly use the W as well for the extra movement
Okay.
speed. So that
Mhm.
that's what it is. So here we can see if Rakan is nearby, he will also gain the effects of the ability, except he gains movement speed when Saya strikes a target. So here we should just W for the attack speed, and then we should just hit with the W.
Okay.
Okay, overall not bad. So exactly. So you see what I'm saying with the word?
Yeah.
Exactly. And this is a Nasus. Like it's the worst thing. Like it's the worst jungle. Like Nasus jungle. That's really bad. But if you get gamed by
Yeah.
Lee Sin, Elise, Jarvan, Xin Zhao, you're just going to die
Mhm.
instantly because of the mistake with the word. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's take a look at this. So right now, let's do a recap. So you went in, you had good positioning, very good wave management. You stayed in the wave. Okay, so I want to talk with me. I want you to talk with me about this situation. So how do you feel about this situation in terms of the wave and in terms of your positioning?
Uh, on the pretty bad side, I would think.
True, true. But why?
Yeah,
But why?
because we cross the river line, so like we're
True.
kind of overextending in a sense.
Yes, yes. You guys are overextending. So here, after this, Rakan is going to W and then he's going to flash. Like right now, you want to be like, hey, Rakan doesn't have W. And then
Mhm.
I want to be like, hey, we're pushing into them. We're going to be closer to their tower. And in addition, so what's the problem here with being close to their tower?
We're easy. Like it's an easy gank for their jungler.
True, it's an easy gank, and we can't gank them as well. Like if the Mundo would like to gank, he can't do it if they're in the tower, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So here in this situation, you want to be like, hey, I'm pushing. I'm going to stay close to my tower. I know that Rakan doesn't have the W. I just want to back off, and I want to do what? I want to reset the waves. I want to make sure the waves are in the middle. But how do I do that?
Hard shove the wave.
Hard shove the wave. So that's what you should do right now. But
Mhm.
because after what point you're going to get ganked? After 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you should always expect the gank. If you don't know where is the jungle, or if you haven't seen him, if you didn't really get
Mhm.
information or hey he's top or hey he's mid or hey like if you didn't see him on the map, you want to be like, hey, do I know where is the jungle? No, okay, he's bot, he's around
Okay.
bot. That's how Challenger players thinks when they play on the Smurf. So here
Okay.
230 seconds plus, like it could be 237, it could be 250, it could be 330, but after 230 what is clear is that you need to have a word. But do you see your
Mhm.
body language right here, Tiffy? You're looking to go in. You're looking, oh, I want to kill them, I want to kill them, I want to kill them. And the Rakan is actually, no, 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 I don't have double. Chill, chill, chill. I have double. So that was the
Yeah.
mistake. That was the mistake. The fact that you're looking to kill them instead of pushing the wave, resetting the wave.
Uh-huh.
Because if you reset the wave, you go for a ward, and the waves are going to be right here in the middle. If the
Yeah.
Samara wants the wave, you can still go on her. So it's not like, okay, there's an urgency to go. No, there is no urgency. You can just play
Mhm.
slow, push the wave. So in other words, when you see that the wave is slow pushing into them and you're going to be around to their tower, hard push. Ping,
Okay.
assistance, assistance, and try to crash the wave.
Yeah.
Super important. Okay. I don't think you're going to die here anyways, but we'll see.
Oh, I die.
Oh, you die?
Rakan doesn't though.
Oh, okay. Let's
This
see, let's see,
Rakan
let's
is
see, let's see,
cracked.
let's see. Oh my god. Okay, that was a good exhaust. Nice try. Okay. Nice. Here, yeah, you're just dead anyway, so you just
Yeah,
thought, hey, I'm
yeah.
just going to. Okay, if you had the correct items, right? If you had the 80 health, this is just this is
Yeah.
just going to be one. Okay, good. So you go for the. Oh, you also go for the refillable potion. That's smart. That's smart. You go on the lane phase, and let's see what you're going to do right here. Are you going to keep the lane here? Oh my god, I'm so proud of you. That's not bad. So you thought about a freeze here, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, how did this low? That's so good. Why is this way frozen, by the way?
uh because there's more melee or not melee, range creeps on their
True.
side.
True, 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 true. Holy shit. So know how to freeze in bronze, okay? Knowing how to freeze. That's okay. That's impressive. I'm proud of you, TV. That's nice. That's nice.
Thank you.
Again, the sweeper is not the, but yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. And then Rakan is going to screw this up with hitting the cannon, like instead of letting the
Yeah.
cannon hit the minions and then. But again, no problem. We're not playing in high elo, so I'm proud of you. You did good. Let's see what we're going to do. So slow pushing, slow pushing, slow pushing. What should we do after this slow push?
Hard shove.
Yes, hard shove. Theoretically, you should first word, because as you're
Mhm.
hard shoving, well, what can happen? Well, we can get ganked again. But
Yeah.
since we have the sweeper, because the thing with sweeper is that okay, they don't have words. Okay, you take their gold, but the problem is that you don't have words. Okay, they don't have words, but it also don't have words. Like you're also not going to prevent yourself. Like it's basically because your job is to protect yourself from basically anyone. As an AD carry, you're like, hey,
Mhm.
I'm AD carry. Everyone wants to kill me. I need words. I need vision. And yeah, obviously here we could have get ganked by Azir. We could have ganked by Nasus. So it was a bit greedy to actually just go like that. Okay, this guy is cracked. You followed very very well. You're pushing. Let's see what they're going to do right here because this is important for me. Okay, and then recall. Perfect, perfect rotation. Okay, so let's do a recap here. So you're pushing, Drakan is cracked and he's diving. You're like, hey, he's diving, he's tanking. I'll just take the kill, I'll take it, fuck it. You did it, you're
Yeah.
not really tanking the tower. And right here, you're like, hey, Samara is dead, I might as well just take a plate. When you're taking the plate, be careful because you can very, very easy die here. Uh,
Mhm.
so be very careful when you're hitting the tower. Usually, I will just stay for plate if the plate is like very, very low HP. Otherwise, I wouldn't really greed for it. But in this situation, it was good because you killed Samara and we have some vision right here. And also the jungle is around us. So this is
Yeah.
fine. Right now, you're like, hey, I want to push really, really fast.
Mhm.
And then after I push really fast, I'm just going to go. So here, remember in those kind of situations, when you have a huge amount of gold, 1.4k gold, you want to avoid fighting, rotating, helping your teammates. In this case, it was good because the Drake is relatively low already. But remember that if you have a lot of gold and you see that the jungle is fighting and he's almost dead, if the risk of you dying there is high, you don't need to follow.
Okay.
Sometimes, your team is going to flame you, but if they die there and if you die there, you just lose the game. It's going to be even worse. So the concept is try to prioritize yourself over others. And it's not about being selfish. It's about just being smart at the game, because AD carry is all about not dying and getting your items. If you go to the Drake when he's fighting and you die, it's going to be bad. But here I like it. You push the wave, you're helping, you're not staying much, and you're instantly recalling. Obviously, you need to instantly recall here because you wasted your time following, and Samara is going to get the CS advantage. So that's smart what you're doing. Getting a Pinkor, getting the Nurku Varinovic. That's good. That's good. Trying to keep the lane here. Very, very good. Every Xayah player that I don't know what is it, but every Xayah player that is hardstuck in low elo, it actually doesn't look that good. That bad, sorry. Not good. Doesn't look that bad. Like it's pretty nice to see that. Perfect intention here with the word. Okay, so the Rakan knew that he needed the word. Okay, so we wanna. Ooh. Okay, let's see. So
This was spicy.
nice try. Nice try. Okay, wait, and he got. And he even flashed! That's correct. That's correct. Okay. Oh! I can't believe it. And then just recall. The wave is it crash turn right now? Not really. So at the moment, what should you do theoretically with the wave?
I probably should have shoved that wave in,
But why?
because for one, it's a cannon wave, and for two, we still have those three creeps that are in like a weird spot. And
True.
if I
So
leave it like that, then it's gonna freeze or slow push like
true. True.
on
So
their side, which is
you
a
wanna
bad
crash
place
the
for the wave.
true. So you wanna
Yeah.
crash the wave in the tower. But what's the problem right now?
I don't have health. And I could get one
Exactly.
shot.
Exactly. So right now the enemy jungler can just kill you. So theoretically, it's not good to go. It's not good to crash because you would love to, but if you die for it, it's bad.
Yeah.
But what's the problem right here?
But like everyone's in top
We
side.
know it is the jungle, so what should we do?
I should have probably looked at the map and shoved it.
Exactly. Like theoretically, if you don't know where is the Nasus, you wanna be like, no, I recall, I don't have enough HP. I would love to push, I would love to crash, sure, but if I die for it, it's not good at all. But I see the
Yeah.
jungle, like right now, see the jungle, don't care about them, we just kill them, they are in the base, I'm going to push fast. Of course, I'm not going to greed for the plate, because I know that when they die, they have that little movement speed and they go fast to lane. So I'm going to push fast, crash it, before recalling, which is always good, and then just recall.
Yeah.
Could have been cleaner here. But
Yeah.
overall,
But still
you're
only rotate up.
okay. Then you just rotate for the herald, and then you take the herald. You told me about this. I remember. Okay, so let's talk about this. So your early game was pretty good. I gotta be honest. It was actually. Oh, so what was your peak last season? Was it gold 4 or was it silver?
I was silver one.
Silver 1. Okay, interesting, interesting, interesting. So right now your early game was good. But tell me more about the 80 carry. So when is an 80 carry, strong?
2 or 3 items, power spike.
True. So that's the point when you're going to be online. That's the point when you can actually help your team. That's the point when you're doing damage. If you're really fighting until like if you have one item or well, it's going to be okay, but you're not strong at all. So
Yeah.
it won't really matter if you just try to fight or if you just try to go in a crazy situation. It's not going to be good. So right now if you go to the fight, let's actually compare yourself a little bit. So you compare yourself with an Azir that is level 7. You're comparing yourself with a Volibear that is level 7 that has Phage, Sheen. Comparing yourself with all of those champions. So let's try to do an objective analysis right here. So let's say you play Xayah with one item against a Syndra with 1 item.
Mm-hmm.
And she has the Ludens, right? Let's say you play a Zaya with 1 item, and you're playing against a Malphite with 1 item.
Okay.
Or let's say you're playing against a Mundo with 1 item. Or
Mm-hmm.
let's even say you're playing against a Lux with 1 item, but she's a support, but she has the Ludens. So against
Mm-hmm.
Syndra, do you win?
I
Against Ludens?
feel like I probably wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
Uh,
At 1 item, you're not that strong. Yes, you have your ultimate,
yeah.
but you're not having as much damage as Syndra has. So you're
Yeah.
not winning. Against Malphite, you're not winning. It's tank, 2 tank. At 1 item, you're not winning. At 2 items, you have a chance, but 1 item, you're not. Against Mundo, not
Mm-hmm.
winning. AD carry is not too strong at 1 item. Against Lux support, you're not win. Against a support, you're not winning. So
Mm-hmm.
if Lux has the Ludens, you're still not winning at 1 item. So if you have 1 item, you are, I don't want to say useless, but that's really what it is. You're useless.
Mm-hmm.
If you have 2 items, you're starting to be decent. You're trying to do okay things. This is when you
Yeah.
basically want to group. This is when
Mm-hmm.
you want to rotate. This is when you want to help your team to Drakes, Heralds. You want to prioritize them and still want to farm, of course, but you want to prioritize them. Until 2 items, this is what I called AFK farm. You need to farm. Not
Mm-hmm.
because you don't care about your team, but because you can't help. If you go and you die with them, you lose the game. If you AFK
Yeah.
farm, at least you might have a chance to win the game after 2 items.
Mm-hmm.
So right here, in other words, if you don't have 2 items, you should not group. This
Yeah.
mistake, you played the lane amazing, but right now you want to think about what will Double Lift do? What will Reckless do? What will Teddy do? What will Uzi, Hansama, Gumayushi do? Will they go for the rotation? Maybe gets a kill there, because if you go for this rotation, maybe you steal the Herald, like maybe, or maybe you get a pentakill there, or maybe you get a triple, or you can go bot lane, or maybe you lose the game, of course. Or you go to bot
Mm-hmm.
lane where you have a 99%. No one can kill you, no one can go on you, no one can flank you, and the farm is guaranteed. You're getting your
Mm-hmm.
items and you just play from there. So which of the
Yeah.
decisions should we take?
For the minions, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking about this during the game too. Like, I was like, I know I should be farming, but I was watching the
Yes.
fight like during the entire time, and then it was a decision that I was 80% or 90% sure that I could get at least one kill and possibly steal the Herald, because there was two alive. They were barely like they had barely enough health, and they had like no damage. So
True, but to see how far it is, and in addition to
I
that, what if they
know.
back
Yeah.
up? What if they recall right here?
I saw them
Because
continue to fight the Herald. It
true,
was
but
on
they
Vision.
continue right here. But what if, because you see that they're continuing right here, but
Yeah.
right here. What if they recall right here? What if they back off and they recall?
Then I would go
Because
back to
that's it.
lane.
True, but you already
We'd have
lost
the.
the lane. You already lost the farm.
Mhm.
So it's a big thing that you're trying to follow, because you're level 6 and here you got very, very lucky. But we
Yeah.
don't really want to analyze the results, because here the
Mhm.
decision is still very bad. Because in this
Okay.
game, you got a kills, but in the next game you're going to do the same thing and they will have recall and you're not going to get anything. And look at this.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 min. Wow, so you're basically losing 250 gold. Plus experience. Plus experience, that's
Yeah.
the thing. So be very careful with those rotations. If you have 2 items, sure. Sure. But if you don't have not even 1 or 2, like if you don't have 1 item, or if you don't have 2 items, you should never fight like that. You should never
Mhm.
rotate. You should always go for the closest resource. So if you have a farm here, and you're right here, and you have a fight here, you should always
Oh yeah.
prioritize the
Then
farm.
yeah. Of course.
Super important. So big macro error right there. Okay, so I
Mhm.
want to see the mid game. I want to see how you're going to play the mid game. Okay, well, let's see this play first. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, perfect, perfect. In this case, you shouldn't really kill the Zillion, but why?
Because he has ult on
True,
himself.
true. So you basically want to wait his ultimate to to go down, and then you want to kill him. Like, you don't want to kill him right now, so this is basically your mistake. The ulti was okay because it didn't really tank the tower, but I could have played a lot better. Overall, didn't play it bad mechanically, but in terms of macro wise, you could have played it a lot better. Okay, so right here you recall, right? Let's see.
Yeah.
So you recall because you are low HP, I would suppose.
Yes.
Right? But the problem is that what? So the problem is that we don't really have the item in base. So you don't really have the shield bar right here, right? So that's the problem. So in this situation, if you're recalling, well, first of all, theoretically you're relatively low. Practically, every time when you should recall, you should take into consideration, hey, they're pushing. I'm losing the minions. Yes, if I'm very, very, very low HP, I should recall. But if I'm not that very low HP, then I should be. I don't want to say you want to be greedy for but you want to be hungry for the minions.
Yeah.
So here, as you're recalling, you want to be like, hey, look at the wave. You want to be like, hey, are they pushing? Yes, they are pushing because they are hitting the minions. And then you want to be like, hey, losing the minions. Do I really, really, really have to recall? And you want to be like, oh, no, well, I have the potions running into me, like at me, and I can get some health. Plus, in addition of that, think about their HP, because it's not like they're full HP, right?
Yeah.
So next time when you're recalling, you want to always take a look at the minions, and always, if you can stay, and if you don't have 100 health, always be hungry to get the wave coming into you. Yes, if you're very low HP, you should recall. Yes, if you have like 2k gold, I mean, of course you should recall.
Yeah.
But if you, like in this situation, if they are low like this and you can get some more minions, I would always go for it.
Yeah, I was
Always.
also scared of the like the Azir and people rotating potentially because I saw them at Dragon Pit.
True, but they
Um,
started the Drake. They started the Drake and they're here.
mhm.
Plus, if you stay into the tower, you see that you lost the minions here. I like that you
Yeah, I
go
might
mid
have.
lane. I like that you go mid lane because here you're like, hey, I'm not going to go bot because this guy's going to take my farm. Of course, I'm going to go mid lane. Good rotation.
Yeah.
But the recall timing could have been better.
Mhm.
Oh, shit. Montage? Let's see. Okay, so there is another pattern that I really need to tell you. Another pattern that is bad right here. So, in this position. Okay, 1 second. So, priorities as an AD carry. We have not even one item. Priority number
Yeah.
one. Should we go for let's fight? Number one. Should we go for the wave? Number two. Should we go for the word because we don't want to die? Number three. What is the priority right here of an AD carry if he doesn't have two items?
Uh, farm,
Exactly.
but
So
I can't
here,
ward.
well, true. Well, I mean, you have a pink word, but the thing is, you can see them, so you don't really need to word. So right now,
Yeah.
my problem is that you are trying to your pattern. So the thing that you're going to do right now is going to tell me if you're gold or if you're more than gold or less than gold. If you go for the farm, then you're most likely more you're gold 4, gold 3, gold. It's going to be that range. But
Yeah.
if you go first for a word, or if you go first for like something like for the fight, that's really bad because you see right now your intention. You're not really going for the farm.
Yeah.
This is big. This is big. You're not going for the farm, and this is going to hold you back a lot. A lot.
Mhm.
Because here you should take the wave, and after it, you see that you're losing the cannon. Oh, this is actually
Yeah,
super
the
big.
cannon.
Exactly. You have an intention to help your teammates, but the problem is that, yes, you can help them, but you can only help. Of course, first of all, you should avoid fighting if you don't have items. Two.
Yeah.
But right now they are fighting hard, so you need to help them. But you need to help them after pushing the wave. You clear the wave and then you rotate.
Okay.
That's the same thing on bot lane as well. You never rotate. Look at this. Samara knows, hey, they are fighting. I don't care. I want to push the wave first and then I want to follow. Gold AD carry. Gold player. Super, super, super good. Here you wanted to help and then you change your mind, then you push mid lane. It was a nice call right here with like pushing, but yes, definitely not a good macro call. Not a good macro call. And then you just go bot lane. Well, so right here, when you're in the mid lane, you want to be like, hey, what's the closest research that I can ever get um, at the moment as an AD carry? Because I want to be hungry for the farm. So theoretically, you would love farming by yourself. But practically right now, you kill them. So what should we do?
Yeah.
We should pressure. We should take towers, and you
Mhm.
should take an advantage right now, really. either the jungle or just something. You need to take something on the map because that's how you win in League of Legends. You kill them,
Yeah.
but you kill them. The reason why you kill them is because you want to take objectives. So here,
Mhm.
you could go for the bot lane. Sure, you have a wave, but what's the problem that?
Mhm.
What's the problem of going on
Oh,
bot lane?
what's the problem? Um, well, it's gonna take time to get there, and I think it's pushing into us. So,
Yes, so
like,
it's going to
by the time
get
I get there, like, the tower's gonna potentially kill some minions.
yes. So here
Well, maybe
it's
not in
going
that
to take
situation, but
it's going to take way too much. So you can push
yeah,
mid and take the tower with Vex and take some
yeah,
farm, or you can go bot, but then you're going to waste so much time.
yeah.
So much time. So here, always think about the closest resource possible. Like here,
Uh-huh.
closest was mid lane into the another wave. You try to go bot lane, didn't really get the farm, and then that was bad. At least you're going to recall here and spend the gold, but yes, not a good rotation. Not a
Okay.
good rotation. So it was basically what? So it was macro problem, prioritization of the farming. Definitely you're not doing it as much as you should, and this is going to hold you
Mhm.
back. This is fine. Okay, so right now, trying to solo push. Okay, okay, that's fine. Nice, nice. Oh yes, it was basically jungle respect plus wars. It's also this one that is holding you back. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. 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 Okay. Forget about the exhaust, but overall, you're going to most likely die here instantly. Okay, I want to see how you played this one. Okay, guys play so aggressive right here. Holy,
Yeah.
holy, holy, holy. Let's see. So this guy goes in. Try to kill this guy. Yeah, we should focus. We should focus the first target. Like in this case, first of all, you should be on the same page with Rakan. You weren't really on the same page
Yeah.
with Rakan. You try to dodge the bomb. That's fine. Okay, here you see the Samara.
Yeah.
We should just go on the first target. So in those kind of situations, we just go on this first target and we just play from there. Because here you try to go
Okay.
on the Zillion, and yeah, you missed the
Yeah.
route. So it was a macro, it was an execution problem, but also you focus the wrong target here, and that's why we die. Do you lose this game?
No.
Oh, this is
This
the
one
game
did.
that you win. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. This is the game that you
Yeah.
win. Okay, so you're going on top lane. Okay, okay. So let's think about this. Let's think about this. So okay, so right now, tell me how the game should be played right now, uh, currently.
I should probably be grouping with my team,
True,
and
but why?
because I have hit my 2 item power
True,
spike.
you got your items, so you just want to group with your team. But right now, I mean, can you go group with them right now, right? Like at the
Not
moment?
really.
Not really. So what should we do right now?
Farm?
True. But
Uh,
should we go mid lane?
no.
No,
It's pretty
the wave is
far.
super far,
Should
way
I
too
farm
far.
the jungle?
So you have top lane or you have the bot lane. So usually when you're an AD carry, which one do you prefer? Top lane or bot lane?
Bot lane?
Bot lane. True. But why?
Because I have no idea actually.
So if you go top lane, do you prefer being against a Volibear that is level 11, or do you prefer as being against Samara that is level 9?
Samira,
Of
probably.
course, that's why you don't want to be
Yeah.
on top lane, because you're just going to be against a guy that's going to just kill you. So here, you should prefer going on bot lane. You shouldn't really feel forced to go top lane, because you see that because you go top lane right here. Yes, if the wave was, so let's say you have a huge wave right here, or a little wave right here, of course I would go for the huge wave. But if you
Mhm.
have a little wave here and a little wave here, I would just go for the little wave on the bot lane.
Yeah.
That's because you see, you're going on top lane, trying to go on top lane, sure, and then you do what? You do scuttle, and then you just go invading, then you're wasting time, and then you waste on bot lane. So do you see how much you're rotating without farming? So on AD carry, every second, every bit that everything that you're using on the map, every little millisecond, it has to be invested into farming. You basically
Mhm.
have to try to go mid lane. As you're going mid lane, you basically want to farm. So if, for example,
Yeah.
if you want to go to Drake, go through mid, farm, go to Drake. Go mid, farm, go, like it's always farming, farming, fighting, Farming, fighting. What you're doing is farming, moving, farming, moving. You basically want to farm the whole time. You're not farming as much as you should. This is the problem that you
Okay.
have at the moment. So we need to fix that
Yeah.
next time in the live coaching.
Okay.
But for now, the biggest problem is so far your. So as you said, the jungle awareness. So well, you have two problems at the moment. First is the macro one. Well, first is the jungle proximity one. Like you're not really respecting the enemy jungle. You're getting the sweeper. You're not wording correctly. And second one is the fact that you're not prioritizing farming. You're always fighting. You're always playing with your team. You're not really trying to get 2 items before looking to rotate. The good thing is that you are trying. You are pretty good mechanically. You are good in the laning phase. You are playing most of the team fights quite well, actually, quite well. Even though sometimes you're missing out mechanically. For your elo, you're definitely very good mechanically, but your awareness of the jungle and the fact that you're going to sweeper and you're going to go sweeper and you're not warding correctly is holding you back. Plus, again, as I said, the farming issue. You're not really
Yeah.
prioritizing farming as much as you should. But that's we're going to fix that next time in a live coaching session. So we're going to go from there. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I wanna see this one on speed up, and I wanna see what it did here. If you had like any super huge mistake. Okay, so it's ready to go for the Drake. Okay, so let's talk about this. So here we have the Drake. Everyone is pinging. Assistance. Go, Zaya. Go.
Yeah.
But how can you higher the chances of you taking the Drake?
Probably could have taken that portal below me.
True, but what if they come? Like, what if the enemy team comes? Because they can do it after
Well,
the dash, right?
yeah, I mean, in this case, like, I figured they were dumb enough to not come, but
True, but how can you higher your
and
chances to succeed here? So again, right here, the problem is that you're not really knowing, you're not understanding your priorities as an AD carry. This one, this wave right here,
yeah.
you have it and you can push it. There is another wave that is coming right here that you can push it. What happens if you push this wave into the tower? Someone has to go with it. Someone has to take it. Someone has to clear it. And that guy can't go a Drake with you. So when you play the game and you want to get the Drake, you should always try to push out the waves. That's what pro players
Okay.
do. Before the Drake, they always push their side lane. Pushing mid, pushing bot, pushing top. Right now, going without pushing the mid wave when you have a free wave here is really bad. Like first, you should go through mid, push it all the way, and then you should go for Drake. Your team is pinging. It doesn't matter. If you push first, you increase the chances of you getting the Drake because this wave is going to go right here, and someone, most likely Azir, will have to clear it. So always push the wave before going for an objective. Because you see what you're doing? Like you have a free wave, and should be an instinct for you. Hey, wave first,
Yeah.
then Drake. Wave first, then Drake. Wave first. Like I want to first farm, get the minions. I want to first get the experience and the gold, and then go Drake. But you're always like, oh, I don't care about farm. I'm not an AD. I'm playing support Zaya right now. I want to go for the Drake, right? It's super important.
Yeah.
Super important. And this is easy to fix.
Okay.
Plus, let alone the fact that they also get vision. Like this is their vision. They have too much vision
Yeah.
because you didn't really push the wave. Like this should be darkness for them if you're pushing the wave. And of
Yeah.
course, you're going to be a lot more scared to going into the Drake area if you don't have vision. If I'm Ozzy right here and Zaya had pushed the wave. Okay, good. You're going to take it. Okay. Okay, honest display. So, good. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, right here I don't like that you don't get Kraken Slayer. So where is scared of? So who were you scared against?
Well, uh, well, at first it was Azir because I was expecting him to go Ludens, not
Okay, and is
Leandry.
Azir
And
going to focus you in team fights?
well, I mean, in this
So
elo, probably not.
yeah, so not even so in high elo. So well,
Mhm.
first of all, when you're thinking about a mage is going to stay behind of the team, and he's just going to hit
Yeah.
the closest target. So when you have a
Okay.
tank like Tamkinch, like Mundo, like Rakan,
Mhm.
like Azir is never going to be able to focus you. Oriana is never going to be. Of course, if you are frontline and if you're in bad position, that's he's going to focus you. But otherwise, if you play good with the positioning, which you did in this game, you should never buy
Mhm.
shield bow against mages.
Okay.
You should buy shield bow against Fed Zed or a Fed Malphite full AP, you know,
Yeah.
or a Fed Fizz or a Fed Diana or a Fed uh, Cannon or a Fed. But against Azir, well, he's a long range champ. He's not an assassin, right? So just going for Kraken so you can melt the tanks is so much better.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
much better. Because you didn't really have too much damage in this game. You played it good in team fights, but the problem is that you didn't have damage. Okay, you play good team fight, but I mean, it doesn't matter that you play the team fights good if you're not doing enough damage because you don't have the right build
Mhm. Yeah.
or the right runes because you got the right build. Yeah, but in other words, you actually played. I was very. I want to see this fight first before I share some thoughts. Q. Okay, let's see the ultimate. Okay, let's see the E. Boom. E. Okay, let's see. Use it. Okay. Are you going to get a monta? So you see the Kraken Slayer hit. This is a pentakill.
Yeah.
This is a pentakill if you get the Kraken Slayer. Holy! And
Yeah.
then this one is going to take one more team fight. But yeah, this
Yeah.
is going to make the difference. I love that you go for the stopwatch. This is quite good. And then you go for the Guardian Angel. The problem is Guardian Angel. Do you actually need Guardian Angel? You're playing against Azir. Azir is never going to get on you. Nasus never going to get on you. You can just kite so well. Then Volibear, he's never going to get. Like if you play against a Malphite full AP, as I said, or against a Malzahar, or against a Fed Zed, sure you should get Guardian Angel. But in this case, it's very luxurious. Is it going to help you? Well, it will. Do you really need it? No, you don't need it. If you have good positioning, none of those champions should be able to hit you.